you're here with Mom Fab Fun, and earlier this week we featured the book Zoom by Istvan Banyai. Please don't punish me for mispronouncing that if I did, but I was doing some research on team building and came across an exercise that featured this book. And it sparked my interest, so I decided to order it on Amazon. And as I was flipping through the pages, I was amazed. I thought it was a really cool concept of how when you zoom out and look at things from a bigger picture, sometimes things aren't always as they seem. It's used as a team building activity if you cut the pictures out like I did and distribute them to the team face down, and then each individual can look at the picture, memorize the picture, but then they cannot show anyone else the picture. They can only talk about what is on their picture. And with that information and with that communication and team building, they need to figure out the order that the pictures go in order of the sequence of the book. And actually, I was surprised that everyone was able to do this, a group of about 22 in about 5 minutes. I didn't know how it was going to go. It went really well. So I want you to take a look at the Zoom. So here's the beginning of the sequence. You see the rooster, and then you see two children looking at the rooster through a window. Then you back up and you see the two children from a further perspective. And even further, there's the two children. And there's the house, two children. As you keep going and zooming out, you see that not only the children on the farm, but the entire farm and someone playing with houses. And then you keep flipping and you notice that this is an advertisement for toys in a magazine, and a boy is laying on a lounge chair on the deck of a cruise ship. And as you continue to zoom out, you see that that cruise ship is actually a billboard on a bus. And you keep flipping and it zooms out, and then you notice that a cowboy in the desert is watching a TV with the bus in the TV screen. You keep zooming out and you see the cowboy in Arizona, and then you notice that that is part of a stamp on an envelope. You keep zooming out and you see that you're somewhere else, looks like a very warm and pleasant place to be. You keep zooming out and there is someone in an airplane, a pilot, looking down on that beach. You keep zooming out, you see the plane flying high in the sky. Zoom out from a even further perspective and you see the plane, and then the earth turns into a tiny little dot. So just a fun activity. You can also use it with your kids to teach them that as they look at things from a broader picture, they're not always as they seem.